Good afternoon, everybody. David Jackson coming to you from the Boone Area Chamber of Commerce. Today is Friday, October 11th. A little earlier record window for you this time around. A little bit better news to share with you as well as we continue our recovery from Hurricane Helene's devastation that impacted our region 2 weeks ago. Lots of positive progress since that point, and certainly this week as well, as a lot of our areas are still very much in recovery mode. Lots of areas are taking steps forward, and it's with that we are excited to read a statement today that is a combined effort between the Boone Area Chamber of Commerce, the Watauga County and Boone Tourism Development Authority, you know them better as Explore Boone, and our partners at the town of Boone as well. We're excited to have this statement for you. I'm going to read this and then a couple of words here at the end, so bear with me here for just a moment. In the 2 weeks since Hurricane Helene arrived in Boone and Watauga County, we've seen devastation fuel unity and adversity build strength throughout these hills. Residents in the high country always rally to help our own, but it's the kindness of friends and strangers from afar that have provided us the hope and energy our community has relied upon to persevere through some of the most challenging experience that we've ever faced. This weekend, we begin to welcome our Appalachian State University students back to Boone, and our fall visitors are beginning to seek the beauty of autumn in the mountains once again. While the circumstances we've sustained over the last few weeks have left many areas of our community looking and functioning differently than you last experienced, know that our local businesses are eager to provide a heartfelt welcome to those that have provided such kindness and support to them during this time. Thanks to the tireless work of utility and construction crews, Boone and Blowing Rock have largely recovered from the storm's impacts. Primary and most secondary roads have been repaired, though occasional lane closures and the need for alternate routes still exist throughout many areas, including some stretches along North Carolina 105 in Watauga County and on US 421 north toward the Tennessee line. As you make plans to return to the Boone area, we encourage you to consider the following guidelines. First, tread lightly and stay away from areas that are still deeply involved in recovery and restoration activities, particularly on the northern and western ends of Watauga County. Some of these areas still have a great deal of road work, power restoration, and debris removal ongoing, and unnecessary traffic will delay these efforts. Also note that the Blue Ridge Parkway sustained considerable damage and remains closed in North Carolina indefinitely. We'd like to take a moment to praise our hotel and lodging community for being so immediately accommodating with the spaces they had available in the immediate wake of the storm. Know that many of those properties are still housing displaced families, aid workers, and construction crews. As time moves on and circumstances improve, our available occupancy will also evolve. But for now, your favorite property might be full, so just consider other options in the area as you need. Many of our retail and restaurant partners are open for business, including those throughout downtown Boone, as well as many other popular areas across our community. Please note that a curfew remains in effect in Watauga County from 11 o'clock at night to 7 o'clock in the morning due to our state of emergency. Consider rideshare and public transit opportunities to lessen the impact on traffic. Apple Cart will resume its full schedule once classes at Appalachian State University resume on Wednesday. We have lots of extra traffic from relief efforts and supply deliveries still in the area, not only for our own needs, but servicing other areas of our region as well. With several popular cut-through roads currently unavailable, please be patient, allow some extra time to travel across the community. If you are not able yet to travel to the area, or maybe you missed that planned trip over the last couple of weeks, we encourage you to continue to support our local businesses from afar. Amplifying their social media posts means a lot more than you could ever realize. Buying online merchandise and gift cards and supporting them then with your hugs and purchases when you are able to visit once again, that means the world to everybody here. Be empathetic toward those you encounter in our community. Note that many of our residents are still dealing with major disruption as we're also trying to restart our economy and maintain our local workforce. The store or restaurant employee you come in contact with may very well be displaced from their home and trying to rebuild their life here. Please be respectful and pack plenty of patience and grace. In many ways, this is the same community that you saw in mid-September. But in some ways, we are simply not at our best and won't be for quite some time. Know that you have been an important part of that recovery. The resilience of our community and the outpouring of support from off the mountain has gotten us to this point today. Time will not allow us to say the words thank you enough. We can only ask that as you begin to return to our area, you follow the guidelines we are suggesting and ensure that we can take careful and mindful steps forward in the days and weeks ahead. As we conclude this message, again, on behalf of our full board and staff, we just know that our hearts are with the residents and businesses in this area. This has been an incredible 2 weeks. It's been an incredible last 48 hours. Some important things happened today to get us to this point, not the least of which is North Carolina DOT has downgraded the travel advisory to this area. So people are being messaged off the mountain that they can move freely into Watauga County and no longer have that emergency reason to stay out of the area. So that is a big part forward. I will say that the Boone Area Chamber of Commerce remains committed and standing behind Watauga County Emergency Management Services. Thank you to Will Holt for all of his leadership during this time. We are going to follow the guidelines set forward by our emergency management and local officials. And that's the way that we have approached this situation from the start. That's why we've been trying to help them in any ways that we can. And that's where we get to the point today. I know that it may have taken longer to get to than some of us may have liked. Believe me, we are right there in that camp, right? But we're going to be honest with you. We're going to be truthful about what the conditions are here. And fortunately, a lot of state partners and local partners have seen the improvements in some of these areas that we mentioned to be able to feel good about the statement that we've made today and know what it will mean for our community going forward. So again, please know that decisions are not easy ones to make, and they certainly have been more complex in this situation than anything else that we have seen in quite some time. But know that the people that are in leadership here in this community have been in constant communication with one another. It's been a unified approach, and we are certainly happy to have been a part of that. So any questions, please direct them to us. We hope that you are going to have a happy weekend ahead. I know a lot of cleanup still going on, but hopefully people can begin to take a step back just a little bit. This is going to be a long haul recovery in this area, and we need our wits about us as we move through our next set of opportunities and challenges. So thank you very much for all of your support of our organization and staff over these last few weeks. Hopefully we're moving away from daily reports like this and talking more to you about the business resources that are going to be made available to us in this community, as well as the great things that our local businesses have done. So many positive stories to share about the ways that they have really connected with folks here and been a part of our moving forward, and many of those very selfless acts that are the reason, again, why we are here and in a position like we are today. So thank you very much. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again soon.